When does Flash get out, huh?
When's Harry coming out then?
When's he coming out then, Harry?
When's Harry coming out?
When's Harry coming out? When's Harry coming out?
Pentonville Prison, London, the 20th of December, 1971. Harry Hayward, 3 times convicted criminal, is 3 days from the end of his latest sentence, 9 months for receiving stolen goods. His first prison sentence was in 1963, 18 months for stealing a lorry load of cigarettes worth £90,000. Time spent in Wormwood Scrubs and Pentonville. 8 weeks after release from that term, he was caught red-handed on the roof of a cloth warehouse. The sentence that time, 3 years, spent again in Pentonville and at Ford Open Prison. Harry's manor is southeast London. He was born in Dockland, Deptford, 39 years ago, but now lives, when he's not away, in a flat at Lewisham with his 23-year-old second wife, Sandra, and his 2 young children, Lindsay and Billy. Like much of his past life, not even the marriage is legal, but a true one nevertheless.
He's written and told me that we will get married when he comes home. There's just no point in that. Really. It couldn't be any better or worse than how we are now.
It's Harry's second marriage. The first ended in divorce, and by a court order, Harry is denied access to his other 2 teenage sons. His widowed mother now lives on the new Abbeywood estate east of Woolwich, near to the home of his sister Eileen and younger brother Bill. Bill came out of prison 5 months earlier, after serving 6 out of an 8-year sentence for his part in the notorious Mr. Smith Club shooting. The charge was causing an affray and being in possession of a loaded firearm. The shooting took place in the early hours of 8th of March, 1966. Harry was inside at the time, in Ford Open Prison. By dawn, he was transferred back to a top security cell at Pentonville. The conflict at Mr. Smith's club was between the Hayward circle of friends and the Richardson gang. It was the final showdown of a challenge made earlier, before Harry was put away. Ex-Detective Superintendent John Cummings was in charge of the case and knows both brothers well.
Now, Harry, as far as I know and I understand, was one man who didn't fear Charlie Richardson. Now, you take that's a wonderful thing for other thieves who, let's be fair about it, lived in fear of the Richardson organisation. Now, I understand that Harry's younger brother Billy had a club at Lewisham, and Charlie Richardson and Eddie and the rest of the organisation visited there on one particular occasion, and their visits only meant one thing. But Harry was there, and in no uncertain terms, he told Charlie Richardson just what to do, and they never visited that club again. And as far as I was concerned, in my particular area, the only time the Richardsons came back with the Hayward family, when there was a confrontation with Billy, and that was when Harry, of course, was elsewhere. He wasn't available.
I was in a position where I couldn't do much else than what I did. I could have gone to the police, I suppose, but that's not me kettle of fish anyway. So I did the only thing I thought I could do at the time was to have a row.
Unfortunately, with the result that an affray did break out, firearms were used. Richard Hart was shot dead. 7 or 8 people were injured by gunshot wounds. Billy himself was fairly badly injured with blows to the head. And as a result, of course, all were eventually charged and indicted with causing an affray, and Billy, unfortunately, with possessing firearms. And as far as we're concerned, and my opinion is, that was the beginning of the downfall of the Richardson Empire.
I remember my Harry coming out to see me when I got my bird. And the words he said to me, he said, Bill, he said, you've done something, you had to do it. He said, you can hold your head up anywhere in London. He said, but don't let it go to your head, and don't think you've got to fight every Tom, Dick and Harry who comes along. And I've always stood by that. He's my older brother. He's got to know more than me.
Billy was never going to give evidence against anybody else. Not at all. And that's Billy and Harry together, I suppose. That's the kind of people they are. They'll take their punishment, they'll take their porridge. They won't split on anybody, whether it's an opposite or an opposing faction or not.
And when they got in trouble, believe me, It was the biggest shock of my life. I had bad nerves and was taken away in Bexley Hospital over it. That's how much it hurt me.
Harry, until he was 21, he worked as a gas fitter, and it was a job that he absolutely loved it. He really loved it. And he had an illness that he had to back the gas company up, and he was broken-hearted. And from that day on, he never settled down.
I've been hurt more than once, deeply hurt, with people pointing out things, reading papers, and pointing things out. Look at that, or turning pages over. And I've said, if you're looking for my son's case, it's on page 5. It kills something inside you. It does something. For instance, I would never sit in this room. My husband would be watching the television. I would be in another room and sit in darkness on my own. That's how hurtful and broken-hearted I was.
We had rather a bit of a strict upbringing. And I personally think that is something to do with it. I may be wrong, I don't know. But we were always, you know, had to do exactly as we were told, and we were had to be very obedient children, you know. Also, three of us. And I think that it rebels.
They had to go to Sunday school, yes. Oh, yes. It might be, you might laugh and think you can't imagine Harry going. But he was always wanted to be ready for Sunday school, yes.
Mum, don't mind.
What we're talking about as they were as children.
Leave off. Marking him going to Sunday school. He only went to keep the money, what you give him put in the plate. You didn't send us to Sunday school to make us religious or anything. You sent us to Sunday school so you could have your afternoon nap. Be truthful.
No, never.
You know, he's always been a bit of an actor, you know. I think I was more afraid of him than anything, because we had to call him when Mum and Dad were there. Obviously, not when they were in, because he wouldn't do it when they were in. But if they used to go out for a drink or anything, Bill and I, we used to have to call him Sir. And he used to say, quick, go and get me a glass of water. And we used to have to say, yes, sir, no, sir, you know, and we had to jump to it.
Yeah, I used to have to call him Sir till I was about 13. Mind you, I didn't mind that. He used to give me up for the week anyway. I call anyone Sir, how nice you crew.
I didn't want to go out with him first. He said if I didn't go out with him, he'd come up and have a go at me. Really, if I didn't want to go there, I doubt if he would have come up. We just said that. But I doubt if he would have come up. I was glad I did go now. I think the world of him. I think he's a terrific person, he's a terrific father and husband. You couldn't get much better, really.
Putting it mildly, I fucking love him. I love him, he's my brother. As I say, back to back, we're undefeated. And back to back, we'll always be undefeated, as far as I'm concerned.
They're both my brothers, and I think the world about them. And what anybody else thinks, I just could not care less. It doesn't hurt me what they think, because I just couldn't give two monkeys what they think. He doesn't owe them anything. Nobody's given him anything, so he's got nothing to thank anybody for. So as far as I'm concerned, they are the tops.
I'm proud to think they did the right thing, because they took everything on their own back. They paid for it themselves. Instead of putting it on other people, they paid for it themselves. And I'm proud to think that they're men. They are men, not mice.
From Tower Bridge Magistrates Court to Catford and Woolwich CID rooms, from dockland, gangland pubs to Lewisham billiard halls and private gambling clubs, Harry Hayward is a local legend.
His name's Press Harry, and that's his name. He's what he appreciates. Everyone loves him.
A little story I can tell you. Last year this happened. He went into a certain shop to buy a pair of strides, and they split. So the geezer wouldn't change them. So he stood outside in his underpants causing murders, and the fella couldn't get him in quick enough to replace them.
He likes old people. He looks after old people. And he's a fella like that. He's one of them fellas, if you got no money and he's got 100 quid, he'll give you 90 of it.
Just one of those, he wants to go and get the money, he gets it the hard way. But he's a nice fellow. There's not a bit of bad spoken about around here.
where this business of the villain is, I couldn't really say about that. Because, you know, his world is a little bit different to mine.
Yeah, he is a villain. He goes off, you know, he's got his secret.
Villainy ain't villainy with him. Villainy is just a joke.
He might think himself a bit unfortunate. Keep getting captured.
I think the police think a little bit of him as it happens, what I've heard.
Very likeable rogue, Harry. Very likeable chap. Now, Harry, I think, is a good example of the old type villain. Harry was an active criminal, no doubt about that. But he never squealed, he never grumbled when he was caught. He took his punishment, no complaints, and he was a good, likeable old type villain. That was Harry Hayward. Very wonderful personality.
This is one afternoon, there was racing on the television, you know, we had a television, that's about all we had, you know, the television on the box, and we had the phone cut off, but we had the phone there with the wire pushed in the wall, and this lovely looking girl came up, and Harry said, "Want to have a bet, babe?" She was sitting there with someone, you know, and she said, "Can I have 5 shillings?" So he said, "Have 5 shillings." He says, "You have £20 on this horse." He's doing a moody phone call, phoning the bookmaker up, you know, Joe Bloggs, whoever it was. Joe Bloggs said £20 on so-and-so. Anyway, the horse got beat, you know, and next time she said, "Would I like to pay that?" He said, "That's down to me." Anyway, he kept on slipping up in the bedroom with her. Well, what he was doing is, you know, your guess is as good as mine. And that's how he does it, you know. He says to him, right, and the girl thought she was doing thousands, but she never won. He never had to pay no money out, but he got paid. So did she.
I had a party at my place, and he stood in the middle of the floor in the living room and told jokes, and it must have gone on for about an hour, non-stop telling jokes, you know. And he started with the apples and the oranges, started keeping the orange on his knee, in the back of his head, and on his... Fantastic. You know, you can entertain you all day and night, Harry, but you can't keep up with it.
If I have all little kids in the street, all little kids that have been playing with, they put a football up in the air, bounce it on his head, 100 times.
That's right, I should know that,
yeah. There's no football about it, do they?
And then he ate it.
Solicitor Jack Wheatley has represented Harry and his brother on many occasions.
He's a man who, I think, if he'd only been born in decent surroundings with some kind of education, would have done very well in a Commonwealth country. He's a man really built on a very large scale, but he's never had the opportunity to develop his talents as he should.
Oh, he does a bit of clearing. Good luck, I do a bit of clearing. I don't bother. I mean, I let him know. I mean, with him, he's a real genuine fella. For what he's done or what he ain't done, he's still, to us, he is a real nice fella. And I say, he's forced to do what he's got to do, which we're all going to do eventually, because things are being forced on us. You understand?
No, I don't. What do you mean?
Well, the way things are today, I mean, I've been put out of work through ill health, and I can't go back to work. I can't get nothing with it. I go there, and the Ministry of Social Security, they want an inquest on me.
Go back to work,
I can't.
There's 1 million unemployed in this country today. What have you got to do? You've got a wife and say kids. Where are you going to get any money from? You've got to go and steal it or someone.
Thieving is, I think, forced upon people by circumstances.
Right.
It's got the environment you live in. Oh, right. If you're, brought up in an area around here, you're very, very lucky to find somebody who might thieve for a living.
No, you cannot sort of keep out of the way of villains because it's a villainy area. Lewisham is a villainy area. And you've got one spiel around the corner there, you've got the billiard hall across the back here, you've got the coffee shop in here. They won't close this coffee shop down because this is full of villains. And at one time, they used to come here every morning, the police, this is, and pull up, and they walk in and say, you and you, round the corner, and that's why they won't close it. They know they can find them in here.
We've got to do a bit of fiddling about it, otherwise we don't exist. I mean, when we get caught, everybody wants to scream. When you get all these top knobs, they don't say nothing about them, it's all hushed up.
Well, they only get nicked in the cars, isn't it?
It's knobs, big knobs, they get away owing people a fortune. And they don't even have to pay it back, and they're still selling their yachts for 50 and 60 grand. But this is it's all wrong. This blooming, I'm a bit lost for words, actually. This is it. But as I say, Harry is one of the greatest men you know, and I would stick by him any time.
He's a socialist. I know he's a good socialist, Harry Hayward. Because they was building a power station at Erie, and they had more people killed there, didn't they? At the time than anywhere else with a load of building going on. And he'd done a lot. And he'd done quite a lot for the fellas there, you know. Like the dependents of the people who was killed there.
Prison extends the number of Harry's loyal friends beyond his manor. Ex-prisoner Bill McConnell.
Harry's generosity, his heart is bigger than himself. I would say that if he was dressed in the garb of Greenwood, then he would have been, as far as I am concerned, the modern Robin Hood.
He's got no moral regard for debts that he piles up. I do know, for example, that he does owe quite an amount of money to one particular institution. And he's got no moral feelings about it.
He may gain a little advantage from what he does, but I would certainly say that it's more to gratify the urge to satisfy others that he does this kind of thing.
All right, so we're thieves and one thing and another, but with Harry, he wouldn't only stand by us, he'd stand by the ordinary man that earn £18 a week.
I can remember in South London often seeing children with no seats to their trousers. Well, all that sort of thing has gone. I expect in his early days he was acquainted with all that, and thieving was a kind of natural occupation for those times. But he's graduated, so to speak. He started off in a small way. I've known that at times he's been charged with crimes of violence, but got out of them. But he's been connected with it.
He is violent, and he's a strong man. Other criminals fear him, but I don't think he would extend that violence to law-abiding citizens.
He's the greatest artist boy in Lewisham. To his friends and people he knows, but if he's put out, boy, he's not worth knowing. This is true. This is the way I feel of. Well, a pair of them come in there, they stand by one another. And like I say, I mean, the point is that you cross their path and you're dead.
Hello, son. See you when you're out. Hello, son. Be good and do your press-ups. Hello, kid.
Hopefully it goes out.
What you going to have a quiet Christmas, Harry?
Yeah, well, of course. Always have a... I don't usually go out at Christmas, you know I don't want.
No.
I've got to be with the old girl, you know what I mean? The first time we've been together for 8 years.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? And,
Come on, mate.
I just want to stuff my guts. Have a drink, tell a few lies and a few jokes.
You'll do all right with that, okay? You'll be back to normal.
There's some good kids left behind there. Mind you, that Nick's gone to pieces there now. Oh, there's all tramps and everything in there.
I set the bar out. He used to play in when I went there.
Oh, it's a piss hole.
Is it?
Filthy in there. I told you, it's so dirty, the mice have got to wear overalls. I didn't take nothing open. They give you £4 when you come out. I told them to keep it. I wouldn't say onto it. Did you can have that?
Well, they give you £4.
Yeah. If you've done over 6 months.
2 days before Christmas, ain't bad.
Yeah, but I wouldn't take open one.
Happen to buy a bit of bread, wouldn't they?
Yeah. Wouldn't give it, take it open, mate. Only come round knocking for it when you're asleep.
Come on. Good girl. Where you been? Couldn't you get up?
Oh, I'm awake all night.
You don't see Mum?
What?
You don't see anyone in the window? These are from Wally. For the kids.
My grandpa.
Yeah, they're from the kids. Oh, good of Wally, wasn't it? Hey? About 10 to 8. Look at the time of the morning. Oh, good girl. Lovely. Hey, you said this yourself. That was good. Yeah, grab something to eat, love. Hello, he's standing there. They say he's standing there. Would you tell him with his arms, man? And put him on the phone while I drag you through the wires. What's he say? Get back to the mill. What's that, take an hour a minute? Oh, stop. Yeah, good. Where's she over coming now?
Yeah.
What time are they coming up then?
He didn't leave it at 1:30 night.
Didn't he? Did you still get up?
Hey?
Did you still get up?
What?
Oh, now I've got to get some weight on, mate. No potatoes and no bread from now onwards. You listen? Can't you take a joke? What time are they coming?
No.
All right, cool. Egg, bacon and tomato at the game, please. I thought myself when you wasn't there, I saw an alarm. She started.
What was that doing?
She started, I thought. What's the time now? 10 o'clock. I thought the kids were coming at 10. Go, darling. Come on, go. Give them a cuddle. There you go. Oh, this is lovely. Kid? Come, Bill. Kiss, kid. Come on, mate. Kiss, kid.
Mummy.
Cuddle. All right, Cameron? Lovely, mate. Good. Oh, yeah. Bring the boy. Come see Mum. Tell me what it's all about. What you been doing? Bill, what you been doing? Look at his shoes. Cool, look. They look good. Hello, black coat. Show me. Come on. Still dead black. Come on. Let's cuddle. That's been on the farm, isn't he?
Are you alright?
I bought you a pig on.
Where?
I bought myself one. Let's cuddle.
Yeah.
Can Daddy stay with you now, eh?
Yeah.
Eh? I'll take your damn cheese this afternoon. And what do you want me to buy you? Look at Daddy.
Bubbly tractor.
What do you want me to buy you?
Bubbly car. Like Mummy bought.
The tractor?
Like
All right.
with a man.
And what do you want?
I want a pram.
A pram. All right, I'll get you a pram. We go down Nanny's then. Come see Nanny. See Nanny. Kids come. Hold up. Hello, darling. How are you? What's the matter? Hey? Hey?
What never do that for?
What? Of course I won't. Alright, shut up. People, it was good. I've done wait. It's what I want to wait for. It's an elf farm. What's the matter with you? Be silly. There he is, Mum. Look. The little sod. You know, kid.
And then say, you're having so comfortable. So what do you want your face?
They tried to get out the door in the motor. Didn't you, Bill?
Hey? Your daddy come home? He's
Yeah.
this time, isn't he? Hey? He's known if he goes away. He's tracking.
You done a bit of weight, Mum? You been training?
You have?
Yeah, I'll tell you, look.
It's not been the way, it's not been put on the way of you.
Shut up. Mum, I'm sorry about the thing. The children...
Please let this be the last. And I'll never let you see you come out again. Please. Don't be so stupid.
Well, that ain't my fault, Mum.
No, you can't afford to be too good-hearted. Running about for other people, that's all you do. And it's those of you leave
Anyway, leave off, Mum.
Right. All right, you just have a giggle. But for us, it's not.
So 2 breakfasts this morning.
Yes.
Beautiful.
But you want to keep thinking it's beautiful, to stay home in the beautiful day.
Oh, don't, Mum. Keep on.
Don't know about keep
I phoned him up this morning, the governor of Ford.
Did you?
Yeah, asked him why I got sent back. He said, I sent you back so that you with your family over Christmas.
That was nice of him.
Well, it was, wasn't it? How did it nice of
Sure
me?
it was, it's nice. Well, you are with your family.
Yeah, but he made out, he sent me back for that reason. You know what I mean, Mum? None of these dogs.
Don't say what you had to go somewhere. It was more convenient.
But they're dogs, Mum. You mustn't say that to them. Good, anything that's good about
But
them.
you're there, then you learn a lesson.
Mum, there's nothing good about them. They're dogs.
Oh, that's right. Well, you've got to pay to learn. Didn't you?
Pay to learn. I've had more porridge than a 3 bears.
Well, then let's hope you've had enough.
Anyway, it's all over now, Mum.
Yeah, that's
So,
right.
finished.
Thank God
Now
for
we
that.
can start looking forward to something.
I'm so pleased that I'm all bubbling over. It's the first time for 8 Christmases I've had you two together.
Right, Mum, we'll have to make the best of it.
That's right. We will. What time did you get out this morning then?
About 8. 10 to 8.
Well, probably 6 o'clock.
No, 10 to 8, Mum.
Oh. So that you do no work for you to make today?
No, and you get dressed.
Oh.
Empty your toe. Have to empty your
What
toe.
did you use one of them?
Well, what are you going to piss on the floor?
No.
Well, Mum, what do you think then? That's all they use today. These people don't know, Mum. The world don't know how people are today.
What's
Three piss pots in the thing, in the cell. People don't know about it. They think people ought to know. They keep talking about all this going to the moon and all that. They want to put some toilets in the next today. Talking about this, what they're going to do and all this.
Oh, well. Please God, it's the last.
Well, that's it. That'll be the last, isn't it? But you could never say it's going to be the last. You never know what's going to happen, do you? Well, that's a photo of my father. That's my brother, Bill, when he was doing 8 years, they painted. And, as you can see, good painting. The old girl, like my mum, loves it. And, my father died 2 years ago of cancer. And they didn't even let him go to the funeral, I may add. Sort of people they are. Yeah, it's very handy, Bill. I mean, I can't do nothing. I can't even bang a nail in. Me. And he also made a music box for the old girl. I feel a bit guilty, really. I mean, every time I come out the neck, I don't bring nothing. You made that and all, Bill. Very good, that. Bill made that. And I've only done the painting. Mind you, I've got other things. I tell lies, you know what I mean? You can't do everything in a family. So, yeah. Pleaded the old girl. That opens up. The words on it. To the one who is always my mum. Sweet father. Good for you, and always fine. I'll never change you for anyone. God bless you, brother, mother. Love always, Billy. That's what Billy made. You love the old girl. Have a nice Christmas this year, Mum.
Yes.
That'll be it. We won't worry about no one. We'll lock the door and play the music.
Always.
Well, I'm going to go round Ireland now, Mum. What?
Thank you, woman. Coming.
Hello, Jay. There you go, mate. Take your turn, old chap. All right, come on. Take your turn, old. Hello, Joe. Kiss, darling. There's a good girl. All right. Kiss. You been good? You feel about that big fish I caught?
Go and get that what you got from Friday.
What you got for me? I ain't nothing silly, so I'm going to start. Oh, look what they got, mate. Look. Box of porridge. Oh, I've done it. I'm running up with this, am I? Oh, dear. Anyway, I'll take that home with me. I'm a bear?
Yes.
I'll take this on there, so I'll take that home so you can get in training for doing something. Let me move another way. Right, get up and dance. Come on, I'll pour one of ours, show ya. Well, there you are. Hey, I'll do that one. Go do that one. Come on, this one. Come on. Oh, dear. No.
Did you please to see Daddy come home this morning? Did you give him a big cuddle? And a big kiss? Show me how you cuddled him. Cuddle me like it. Is that all? Couldn't you do a bigger one than that? Like that, you did? He's going to stay with you all the time now, isn't he? So you better. What's Sam Christmas bringing you?
Batman.
Action man?
Yeah.
And a gun?
Yeah.
You see? And a truck?
Yeah.
Oh, and you're a lucky boy.
What else, Bill?
Some keys?
Keys?
Yeah.
What do you have keys for?
We to go out to work.
Go to work, that was good, Lizzie. You mustn't talk like that, you've got to learn the kid. See the guns on the wall there? They're nice, they're alright, they're all been done. These are ornaments, these are the business things. No, these are what? These are nice. They've all been sealed, of course. Come out of it, they've been sealed, they're alright, you can have them, they're nice. Don't be silly. I'm only showing them in case they ever come on and try and do the cat.
One of Harry's first concerns is to visit old Arthur, a lonely ex-convict whose son is in prison.
All right. Now, later on Christmas, you're coming up to dinner with us, and you'll come to tea with us. Forget all about the doctor and your art. Forget all about that, your art. That can be done after Christmas. All right? Well, his boy is doing 8 years for a gold bullion turnout. Very nice fella. And it happened. And should never have got 8 years, but he got the 8 years, and that's it. Anyway.
Well, when they made the bill, know what they says? You would have got twice as much. That's what the bill says.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm nearly finished now, isn't it? Got a couple to do now at the 8.
Ah, but they're right to get hungry. He's got his record player in there learning German and all that.
Yeah, he speaks 6 languages. Arthur's boy speaks 6 languages. Educated boy, the top architect. There's 5 rows of letters behind his name. Is that right?
Education gets you somewhere, don't you? He's got 5 little blocks of letter behind his name, and yet he's hitting the next one.
Leave the field. Have a lot of fun. I want too much of this. Hello, Dave. Hey, guys, how are you? Hey, guys, David. How you doing? Sorry. Hello, mate. All right. Beautiful. Well, I don't want to Cardi. I've got to share it. No, I've got to start with, I think. Don't go, I'm going. If you stay, we'll make you deputy governor. Still got to go. I've got to see Dane up. Drop him out because he's wanted.
As the evening went on, a growing crowd of Harry's friends gathered behind the camera, careful to conceal their faces from the public and from the police, occasionally allowing us a back view.
All lovely people. And I said to Ken this morning, I'd like to know who made it a law that it's wrong to go and get what you want. And they class it as thieving. But I don't. In the jungle, if a lion wants something to feed its babies, it goes and gets it. Yeah. So we do the same. Who said it's wrong?
Well, I would say that
It's not wrong. You don't get what you want.
No, but this is being brought about by society. I think this is a gathering together of the weaker of the elements to guard against the stronger. This is why...
Well, I like that. That's why we put out.
The laws are made by the weak.
That's it. The lions can't get what they want because there's people to overrule the lions. Heart don't mean fuck all today when you meet them people. It doesn't mean one thing, heart, because it doesn't count. You go to court, you get an old judge sitting there, consumptive, he goes, puts a wig on, and he relies on formality and rules from Archibald's book. He goes, sit there like that, and you've got no chance. They said to me when I went up, have you been up before me, Hayward? And I said, well, I don't know what time you get up in the morning, my lord. He said, I'm not coming up here insulted, Hayward. I went, where do you usually go? And, Bob, what happened? 3 years for nothing. Well, that's it. How can you beat them? How can you beat them?
The morning of Christmas Eve. Harry is tired and subdued after yesterday's excitements. He talks about what he is and where he is, about his future and his past.
Well, I don't really know, you know, I'm jumping up, I've got to sort myself out, you know what I mean, I've got to get moving again. What happens, I always get, I sort something out, and then I build it up, you know, for what I'm going to do, and I always lose it sort of thing, like clubs and all that. Oh, crazy. Now, this time I'm going to go get a pub, I think. Get up out. Anyway, nothing. It's a good old world, isn't it? It's Christmas every day for us. I mean, mostly, no disrespect, but all you people, I mean, you put a top hat and towels on and you all think you're the business. But you still don't matter where you go and what you spend, and all this hoity-toity in the Hilton and all that silly talk and talk in the town. I mean, we're better off in our little pub with all good people around us who we know we can depend on, you know what I mean? Which is lovely. Which is right nice to know that you're drinking with good people. And you only got to listen to all that silly talk, you know what I mean? And I like it with our mob because like, see, it's jokes and lies all the time, isn't it? No one tells you the truth what they're doing and what they go out of. It's lovely.
What is it exactly you mean when you say that they're good people?
Well, they're good people, they're all stickers. How many people, I mean, in your life? I mean, really, there's no two ways about it. The pen, you get more money with the pen than anybody can get with a kosher or a stocking, that's for sure. But they do it cunning, and the people they know. I mean, look at the paper every day. You've got the old Bill and all that, they're getting nicked regular. You've got everybody. You've got solicitors, doctors, surgeons, priests. They're all at it. Everybody's at it. That's the answer. And when we have to go at it, to go and get a bit extra, just to be a bit minute like them, to try and have something, it's on us. And we have to go on holiday again. So what chance have we got?
There's people looking into this still, people say. Well, but these are the people that you're talking about, first of all, the doctors. They've studied, they've worked hard for it. Well, what you do is you lay around and nick it.
Who works hard for it?
Doctors, the people you're talking about.
Well, they don't do bad. They don't have a bad life, do they? They're all students. They're about 8 in a bed. Have a hard life, they ain't hard. How's that hard, walking about in sandals and jeans and about 8 in a bed of a night? I mean, it's a good life. We've got to serve our apprenticeship, you know. I mean, we start off with spirit machines, and you've got to build up the banks. So, like, that's hard work, isn't it? No, but seriously, all our people in our life are good people. And I wouldn't change, you know, them people for no one. I definitely wouldn't want to be with them other mugs, all them top jollies, especially all them dirty bastards who sit on the benches and all that, you know what I mean? I was away with a kid who was a pickpocket, a right good and all, you know what I mean? Could converse with anybody. And he was telling me, he dipped a magistrate's pocket one day, took his dummy, his wallet, opened it up, it was full of cards of all these clubs up the West End, all these blue film clubs and all that, you know what I mean? Dirty old lecherous bastards. That's it, so you can't uncover them, all in different names. But with our people, it's an open book. Honest, you've got to be inside
to see these people. I mean, as I said before, when a man inside shares his pot of jam with you or anything like that, you know what I mean? And they run about and sling papers from here to there, those who ain't got it and all that, they're good people. And that's when you know people, when you're inside them, you know, when you're struggling.
But people watching this, sort of the millions of straight people in the country.
Yeah, but they won't believe it. They won't believe it. You see these people, these straight people, they won't believe it. I mean, they read about the police getting nicked, but a lot of it's undercover sort of thing. You know what I mean? It's obvious that everybody's at it in the world. It's about what government's in there at it. You with me? It's about who's in. Everybody's in to feather their nest. That's the answer. Everybody. I mean, Ted Heath, you've got Ted Heath, they're running him down now. I mean, he's never up where he's got to be. He's on the boat all the time, him. Make you laugh, these people all feather their own nest, of course they do. As I say, like,
They do it honestly, though. That's what people will be thinking in this minute.
Well, they think it because they like to think it. How many people, these people in big business and that, who's doing strokes, pulling stroke with a pen all the week, which they are, evasion of tax, anything. They're pulling strokes, which they are, don't worry about that. And they go to church and they think that puts them on par then. They think they're out of that. What they've done that week, they go and confess their sins and that, and they're out of it. But they're not. They're worse than us. Don't worry about that. They're worse than us. When I was at Ford, the open nick, a copper got in there for doing telephone boxes and all that. And I pulled him over at the geezer. I said, "You're a nice dirty bastard." And there was a geezer in the nick in his own hut. A black man, as it happened. And this copper had nicked him. And when I said to him, "Go and give him a pull, like, do something about it, and we'll be with you," he said, "No, he knows what he's doing and all that, like, you know, dirty." And he turned out a right grafter that happened, this black bastard. He's the one who done all the grafting, but had a licence to do what he wanted himself. You with me? But that copper I read in the paper this week, I believe it was the day before yesterday, the 22nd, I believe it was. He'd been let off now on the judge's, on a point of law that the judge never brought out. And the geezer admitted he'd done the thing. Now, he got out of it. We had another chief constable when I was at Ford, named McConnell, the chief constable of Southend. Listen to this, I'm just giving you some idea how these people are. Now, he's broke the law. He's nicked all the funds, what he got nicked for. You with me? This chief constable. When he come in the nick, he wasn't in the nick 4 months. I think he was doing 3 years. Well, two years, I believe, yeah. He wasn't in there 4 months. They give him a job outside working in an hotel. Working in an hotel in his civvies. Bowler hat, white Mac, umbrella, briefcase. That's it, he was just chief constable. And his wife worked there and all. You with me? Don't add up. And all these people, when you go in the nick, who's a little kid getting hold of dear little babies, because that's one thing the chaps won't stand for inside, in a nonsense case, getting hold of them, they're looked upon in the scrubs and places like that, give them a blue band, which entitles them to take prisoners all round the neck, you know, on visits and everything, and do what they want with them. Gives them a licence. Leprous bastards. I can't understand the world, honestly, how they get away with it, but they do.
The more I listen to you, Harry, you seem to have a view...
I've got the needle with society the way it's run.
You seem to have a view of the world as a totally evil place.
Well, I wouldn't say it's evil. I seriously don't think it's wrong to go thieving like that. I mean, if you want something, you've got to go and get it. You know, why should they have it all? Who said it's right for a man to have £1 million and little babies dying of hunger? Who said that's right? That's what I'd like to know. The only time I can relax is when I'm with my own people. And I mean that, seriously. It's so nice. Everybody's got to stay in their own grouping, but I'm pleased that I'm categorised in this group. And I mean that. All good people. I mean, you walk in with your own and it's lovely. Well, this pal of mine, Tony, he just done a 10. A nice, quite good people, what I've told you. Just done a 10 step, that kid. Tony. Well, he's landing on his feet now. He's got a big car showroom, do you know what I mean? And he's ducking there, then boy's gone straight, what I've told you, if he's allowed to. They've left him alone and he's at the right track. It's a matter of time now how long they'll leave him alone, you know what I mean? John, tell him about what's happened with you. He's been nicked a couple of times for the other job, you know what he does, hanging about. But since then he's been picked up 6 times for stuff. and he nicked again. He looks like going away this time for the same thing. So it goes to prove what I told you before. That if you're picked up once and nicked for it, and you go away for it, they won't leave you alone. There's a perfect example of a man here, 6 times, and don't stop helping people. Straight man, decorating and everything. So what chance has he got in life?
It's all right, 6 times, yeah. Straight all my life.
Right, he's not allowed to look at a shop window or stand at a bus stop. It's true. I mean, you're laughing, but he's not allowed to stand nowhere, the boy. He's got one chance. He goes out arm in arm with a judge. Bill, put your gun on. Go and put your gun and belt on, mate.
Christmas morning in the Haywards' Lewisham flat. The children have opened their presents. Harry gets ready to take the family to Abbey Wood to spend Christmas Day with his mother. Past Christmases have been spent in prison.
Mind you, look after a bit better Christmas. Get a chicken's leg. That ain't too bad that way. Mind you, get Christmas over and it's a big thing with people inside, you know what I mean? It's a great big holiday. Get that over. And they start thinking of the other one. And that's one to come. Get on with their bird after Christmas. It's alright, patched inside Christmas.
What's that, Bill? What's that? Tractor. Kill him, Bill. Come on. Have a look at that, look. The other Billy Hayward in the family. That is the other one, isn't it, mate?
Give me the gun, I'll hold the gun for you.
Right.
Hi, the dog!
Come on then. Ready? Upstairs to Nanny, Bill. Come on, wish Nanny Merry Christmas. We late, Mum? Oh, this is... That's nice, isn't it?
Oh, Mum, it's thank you. What?
It's lovely. Oh dear, I should have got a little man, right? Oh, darling, thanks very much.
Hold that knife up, my love, and see if it fits you. Really, we bought it to please Harry, not Tuesday.
I can't pay the cable. Harry! Hi, Dave. Oh, John. Hi. Lovely to see you. This is Dave. Hello, mine. Dave, please. Hello. Well, before we went in, we met in Wandsworth. I got slug out and he's been home 6 weeks.
The first time I saw Harry was the first time I'd ever been in prison in my life in Pentonville. And I was petrified, absolutely, you know, I didn't know what day of the week it was. And we exercised together, so he came out and he went, Ginger, my boy, come here, come here. So we was walking around the exercise together, and I thought all them screws and POs were monsters. And I'm walking around like this, all of a sudden, hold up, he said, see that wing there? That's mine. He said, we can have that as a rummy room. He said, that wing up there, bingo. That down there's the poker room. All of a sudden, 6 of them come out and said, I will keep moving because you've got to keep walking on the exercise, you know. That's how he was, always laughing and joking. So he said to me, go sit tonight. I rang the bell, told him I had a headache. Harry's come up with a medicine basket. He was the orderly with a medicine basket. As he's opened the cell door, he went, cop hold of this. There was a great big joint of ham and a dozen hard-boiled eggs. I've been in the nick exactly 24 hours.
That was funny. When we got nicked with 2 lorry load of snout, 150 grand's worth. No, it was 6 million. What got nicked for 6 million cigarettes? No, 12 million. It was 2 loads, wasn't there? No, you got nicked for 6 million cigarettes. 2 loads, Bill. I know, but you got nicked for 6 million. Got nicked for 6 million cigarettes. Put me right in it there. Anyway, when he was nicked, they done him on a palm print. Anyway, when the cop was giving his evidence at the Bailey, they said when arrested, Hayward was charged and asked if any of the loads was still intact. He replied, I'm sorry, sir, there's not a dog in left, I'm fagged out. Pull out the busy bee, there's Mum. What do you want, Mum? Pint of beer, she drinks mine. Mum, tell them about, have you been arrested this Christmas?
Do leave all.
No, she don't know how to talk about that, so you know. Go Stevie Christmas. Can't you take a joke?
You poor dog.
What's he drinking? He went Scotch. I went double Scotch.
Well, I've got like a fairy. What do you mean? Yeah, he said, fucking good job you brought out. Well, there's no need to argue. We don't be like that, do we? Anyway, give him about 4 more doubles all of a sudden. He's lovely, isn't he? And we want to stay behind all of a sudden, sitting in a chair. Big beard, as he leaned over, mate, got all his beard, fucking I looked out his chin. So we got hold of him, you know the windows with all the wiring? As we was holding him, we was smashing him against the window, his fucking head went through that. The state of him, oh, right bully and bastard. When we let him go, he's run like a fucking rat.
Don't keep swearing.
Yeah, don't let him down.
Don't keep swearing.
I'm not swearing, it's not language come out. It goes like this, oh, Mum.
You're a pound-mound beast.
I'm lucky you never got shot when you come in and I'll boom us. I'll see you 8 o'clock. Yeah, I'll be. Right. So make it a party, Dave. Can I come up to 8? No, I'll be in. Yeah, all right. You bring Simon there? Yeah, cool. Pleasure.
Oh, well, that's dreadful.
Another fine mess you got me into, Mother. Yeah, Mum. Happy Christmas. Hey, hello. Hey, Bill. Nice to be together. That's what we have every Christmas together. Me, you, Mum, and all the family, Harley, and all the family together. Kiss, Mum.